In this video, I'm going to talk about Claude Code and how to use it as your AI marketing team. Real quick, I've gotten over 30 million views in the past 30 days, and Claude Code is my marketing partner. And everything here has been designed for actual results on social media. This is not one of those tutorials where you're going to generate generic output that does not actually get views. And I'm going to walk through everything step by step, but this tutorial assumes you already have Claude Code set up, okay? I'm going to do everything in the terminal, okay? So it's just one thing to look at, no distractions. I'm going to give you a bunch of free Claude skills that you can import into your setup that will walk you through how to create an on-voice branded content pipeline, writes everything, grades every social media post for virality, and schedules everything to social media as well. We're going to talk through posting photos and videos, automating cross-posting across multiple platforms, how to edit photos. For example, I want to take a selfie, add a promo on top of the selfie and post it as an Instagram story. You can automate all of that. I'm going to briefly show you how to make AI graphics and videos within Claude and how to post carousels for Instagram as well as slideshows for TikTok. And most importantly, how to manage your entire content calendar from within Claude Code. Let's see. If you don't know me, my name's Sabrina Ramonov. I previously built and sold an AI company for millions of dollars, and now I teach millions of people AI for free. So hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next training. Okay, cool. That was the intro for YouTube. By the way, real quick, we're just warming up here. If you're on TikTok, please put a vote here. This helps me figure out who is using what. So if you're using Claude.ai, the website, type A. If you're using Claude Cowork, type B. If you're using Claude Code like I am, this tutorial, by the way, is Claude Code, type C. But if you're using something else like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Hermes, whatever, just type D. So yeah, I see a lot of people, not many Claude Code users, unfortunately. So this tutorial may go over your heads. However, if I may say, I have been using Claude Code for over a year. It is what manages my entire content creation pipeline from 0 to now 2.5 million followers I'm approaching. I do not have a team except for my long form YouTube videos, which I recently ramped up from 1 to 5 videos per week. Okay, outside of that, all of my 32 million views in the past month have just been solo with Claude Code. So, okay. So yeah, anyway, let's begin because there's a lot to dive into. So number one is setting everything up. I assume you have Claude Code set up already. So I'm going to talk through how to set up Blotato so it can do all of these things. Okay, so Blotato is an app I built for social media content creation. It's used by many thousands of people. A lot of people think you'll get less views or whatever if you use third-party publishing tools, and that's honestly true for many third-party publishing tools, but I've built Blotato and developed relationships with social media platforms in such a way that it really doesn't hurt views at all. Like I said, I got 30 million views just in the past month using this tool. All of my posts go scheduled through Blotato. Okay, so once you're in Blotato, go to settings. This is where you can connect all of your social media accounts, up to 20 accounts on the lowest tier plan. So here's a bunch of mine. Just for reference, if you were to connect 20 social accounts in a competitive tool like Buffer, it would cost you over $80 per month. So I really tried to make this pricing as generous as possible for small businesses. Once you've connected your social accounts, head over to API here and click Generate an API key. Okay, this is going to generate your API key, and then you have instructions here for how to install it in Claude.ai Web, Claude Desktop Cowork, or Claude Code. I'm going to show you the easiest way. Okay, if you're technical, obviously you can do MCP add and then add Blotato. If you click copy setup command here for Claude Code, just copy this, put it in Claude Code, and it'll do it for you. For everybody else, if you're in Claude.ai or Claude Cowork or even Claude Code, this is the way I recommend because it keeps everything organized. So go to Claude.ai, click customize in the left sidebar, click connectors, okay? Click the plus button here, click add custom connector, and we're gonna call this Blotato. And the URL you wanna type is mcp.blotato.com/mcp, okay? Here's the URL, mcp.blotato.com/mcp. Click add. Okay, now it's connected. You might see a button that says connect, and it'll take you to like the login page for Blotato and stuff. So just make sure you have that. Okay, now let's go to Claude Code. So the first thing I'll do is create a new project. A lot of people ask me how I like to organize my stuff. So I basically have multiple different projects for different purposes, and then I connect each project to GitHub, so all of my changes are saved. So this contents project over here is actually like all of my content system, except YouTube. I have a separate project now for YouTube. Okay, what we're going to do is create a new project. I'm going to call it CC Blotato, Claude Code Blotato, and then enter that directory. So if you're using Visual Studio Code or whatever, just make a new directory, and like that's going to be our directory. Now let's enter Claude. Okay, and let's type /mcp to see what we have connected. Assuming you did this in Claude.ai, you should see Blotato here now. Okay, Claude.ai/Blotato. Let's test it works. So type, what social accounts do I have connected? Okay. So if this works, then you should see all the social accounts you have connected in Claude Code via Blotato. And yeah, I know this is really technical, but you can do pretty much all of this in Claude.ai as well as Claude Cowork. So I'm going to do all this again in Claude Cowork after I show you how to do it in Claude Code. And I do highly recommend listening, because like you can get inspired for ways you can improve your own content pipeline, even if you don't use Claude Code. Okay, so we have 10 social accounts connected. So everything is now set up and ready to go. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, cool. We're done with this. Now, number two is importing my free Claude marketing skills. Okay, so let me just show you what that is first. So here's what this looks like. So it's a pack of 5 skills that comes with this content coach. It's basically an orchestrator agent that decides like what to do with your request. So even if you type, hey, I don't know what to post to social media, this content coach will walk you through the steps of how to post content. This brand brief is a one-time setup. So if it's your very first time using these skills, it'll ask you all of these questions about your brand voice, what products and offers you sell, etc. The post writer is actually what's responsible for writing the content, whether it's a script or a caption. The post grader uses a viral rubric to determine the virality of your post, and it's going to keep iterating on your post until it passes a certain score, a certain grade. And then the post scheduler is responsible for actually scheduling your post to social media. Okay, so all we have to do to install this with Claude Code is super, super easy. So to get the pack, just go here. I'll drop the link in TikTok. I'll drop the link in YouTube. Let me go to YouTube real quick. If we email your Gmail account, do you read them? Depends which Gmail account. I eventually read them, yes, but okay. I don't know why people are still commenting this. Okay. Okay. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh, okay. Claude marketing skills. Okay, so yeah, I dropped the skills in the chat. Okay, and then here's how everything works together. So this is why I built this preloaded so that you don't have to build it manually. This is essentially the best practices of every content automation pipeline that actually gets results. Number one, again, the content coach that orchestrates what skills that should be called. The brand brief is like your brand voice. Okay, the content coach can help you brainstorm viral ideas. The post writer will actually write the draft, the hook, the body, the CTA, and then the post grader scores the virality of your post and keeps going until the virality score is over 8 out of 10, and then the post scheduler schedules everything. So to import it, and this will take a while, by the way, this is the longest step in the entire tutorial, but just type this prompt: import these skills into this project. That's all you have to type. So very, very easy. And this is going to take like 5 minutes. So I will answer questions and stuff in the meantime. So let me go back to my nice Google Doc here. So let's do another poll. So let's say, type A if you want to make content, if you are currently making content but struggling, if you're doing well and just want to scale, And D, if you just have no idea, like what is content? I have no idea. Like, why are you, what is this TikTok live? If you have no idea what's going on right now, just type D. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to like view the results. Okay, so we have a mix of A. There's a lot of D. It's like no idea what's going on here. B, some B's, not many. Almost no C's. Okay, I see one C. I saw another C. All of the above. Okay. So I'm not sure what would be helpful. Like if so the answers are all over the place. There are not that many people actually doing well with content and that just need help scaling. I do see the majority are A and B. Okay, we want to make content and you're currently making content but really struggling. Yes, trying to make content for other businesses counts. Okay, so if you, that still counts. So if you want to make content for other businesses, you can type A. If you're currently making content for other businesses, you can type B. Okay, so just go ahead and fill this out so we can get a sense of who's here. Okay. Yeah, a few C's and then just mostly A and B's. Okay, so everything I'm going to show you today, like it's going to take what would normally take a content creator like 20 hours and condense it to 1 hour. This is why this is so powerful. And I know this looks intimidating because it's Claude Code, but you can do the same thing in Claude Cowork and you can do the same thing in Claude.ai. I just haven't made a Claude Code tutorial in a while, so I decided I should today. But after this Claude Code tutorial, I'm going to do the exact same thing in Claude Cowork, and that's going to look a lot less scary. But really, this only looks scary because it's like black and white in a terminal. It's really not scary at all. I just treat it like a Google Doc where AI is talking to me in the Google Doc, I talk back to it, and we make a bunch of content. But yeah, so this is what I'm covering today. And by the end of this, like you will be blown away with like how powerful AI is in helping you make content, because you can write posts, grade posts, you can post your own photos and videos like instantly. You can automate cross-posting to multiple platforms. You can edit an existing photo or video and then post it to social media. You can generate AI graphics, visuals, videos, carousels. You can even post carousels for Instagram and slideshows for TikTok. And you can manage your entire content calendar within Claude. So like if you were to actually sit down, follow along and set this up, you would condense the time it makes content from like 20 hours per week to literally 1 hour per week or less. Do you prefer terminal over desktop? I personally use Claude Code, usually in an editor. I'm going to do it in a terminal just because like on a live stream like this, it's already really hard to see. So if I were to open like Emacs or Visual Studio Code, like it's just, things are too squished, like it's just too much. So I just wanted a really simple terminal here. But you can do everything in Claude Cowork. There are just like a few tiny things you'd have to do slightly differently. So I'm going to walk through how to do this in Claude Cowork like after this one. And this is the longest step. Like this is just importing the skills is literally like the only thing that takes 5 minutes. So yeah, while we're waiting here, just a quick recap on the setup, right? So go to Blotato, connect your social accounts here, up to 20 social media accounts. There is no better pricing on the entire market. Like there's just none. The closest analog to this, like Buffer, you would have to pay $80 per month to connect to this number of accounts. Okay, then go to API, click Generate API Key, and then there's very clear instructions for whichever one you're using. So if you're using Claude.ai or Claude Cowork, these are the instructions, or Claude Code here. Okay, so now all 5 skills are installed. Okay, so great, so we have them installed. For Claude Code, you will have to exit and restart the session. So /exit, then click Claude again, restart the session. Okay, great. So we have done that step. Okay, so now let's actually use them. So what I'm going to do is have Claude analyze a bunch of photos in my downloads folder and write a social media post about this. So here is, for example, a Facebook receipts screenshot showing 12 million views in 28 days. This is actually super outdated. I have like 25 million views now in the past 28 days on Facebook, but whatever. Here's Instagram, also slightly lower and outdated, 6.9 million. Here's Substack, kind of an early platform, just under 1 million. But what this is really cool because like Claude Code or Claude Cowork can just analyze a bunch of your photos. So like imagine your workflow throughout the week. You just take photos or screenshots of cool stuff. You drop it into a folder. Okay. And then when you sit down to make content, you tell Claude, hey, go analyze all of the photos and screenshots I took throughout the week and let's make content out of them. That's exactly what we're going to do here. Okay, so really, really simple prompts, really nothing fancy at all. Analyze my screenshots in downloads and write a tweet. So we're just going to start with one social media platform. Okay, then we're going to cross post to multiple platforms. Then we're going to post stories. We're going to post carousels. We're going to post videos. Like we're building blocks here. I tried to start with the simplest possible thing. Yeah, I've gotten over like 500 million views, completely organic and solo. So, oh, the file I'm reading from, yeah, if you want this Google Doc, I will share it. Okay, here's the link. I dropped it in the chat. I will drop it in the YouTube chat as well. Hang on. Here's the YouTube chat. And then Instagram chat. I always forget about Instagram. Okay. Okay. Yes, so just like follow this Google Doc step by step. Although I didn't actually make it I guess I could have made it step by step. Yeah, I should have just added these steps, whatever. Okay, so now let's go back to Claude Code. So I told it to analyze screenshots and downloads and write a tweet. So it literally, and I didn't tell it anything about the screenshots, guys. Like, just let this sink in for a second. You can just take random photos and screenshots of cool stuff throughout the week, drop them in a folder, and then when you go to sit down with Claude, be like, let's make 20 social media posts from all the crap in this folder. Like this alone saves like 10 hours a week. If you have tried making content or you're currently struggling making content, you know how painful it is to go from ideation to creating drafts to grading the virality of posts, optimizing, and then publishing everything on social media. It's just like unnecessarily tedious with like many different steps. So this is a powerful way to do it. So take photos, screenshots of the week of things you think are cool. Like mine happen to be receipts screenshots, okay? But I'm just using that as an example. It can be anything. So in the next example, I'm going to take a selfie and then I'm going to edit the selfie and post it as an Instagram story. Like you can do all of these cool things. It's literally amazing. Okay, so now we can see Claude Code is reading our brand brief file. It also loaded the post writer skill. These are the skills we already imported. Okay, each skill has already been fine-tuned for viral copywriting, so you don't have to do all of that. Okay, it's already there. And if you missed that step, you can grab it from the Google Doc, Claude Marketing Skills. Okay, just all you have to do is say import these skills into this project. Super easy. Okay. And let's go back here. So it's going to skip the brand brief for me only because I am like well known, right? When you run this for the first time, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions about like who you are, what products and offers you sell, about your business, what's your philosophy, what's your worldview that you're going to be making content with that lens, right? So it's going to ask you all of this if it's your very first time running it. Even though I created a new project and it's my first time running it, it already knows a little bit about me because there is Claude memory across all of these projects, so it's not going to ask me about my brand brief. But anyway, so here is exactly what it did. First, it defined the hook. It came up with 3 variations based on 3 different hook frameworks. Receipts, 30 million views in 30 days. Reverse hook. Everyone says pick one platform. I pick 6, right? Like reverse of what everyone's saying. Specific numbers, like loading it with numbers. 6 platforms, 30 days, 30 million views. It decided it's going to pick number 2 because it's polarizing. And we're posting on Twitter. So you want something that's kind of like polarizing, like choose A or choose B. And now it's running through the grader checks. Like the hook is specific. It has numbers. It's contrarian. But the body has real numbers. The CTA is a polarizing claim. For Twitter, you don't want to use hashtags, no M dashes, all digits, well under the character limit, etc. I'm going to show you how I do this kind of stuff in a bit. Okay, but here is the tweets that scored 9 out of 10. I picked 6. Everyone says this. I did this, and I got amazing results. Like you were probably missing stuff if you believe what everybody else says, right? So why does this work? The hook flips the conventional creator advice. Okay, the bullet list gives the screenshotable receipts, and now it's asking me, do I want to schedule this via the post scheduler or adapt it? So I'm going to say post. Oops. Just for an example, we're going to build on this, but just for an example, let's say post it now to Twitter. Okay, so this is actually a really great post. I mean, this is better. This is a great tweet. Okay, it's asking me all these permissions because this is a brand new project I just created, remember? I did not show how to set up Claude Code for this because there are a lot of tutorials that already do that, okay? So, okay, now we're saying post it to Twitter. And what's happening here? Pre-publish check. What is this? Before you publish anything to social media, the skills that you are importing have pre-built quality checks. For example, simple examples here, but you can make them very, very complex and customized to your business. No em dashes, no banned words, using active voice and contractions for viral copywriting. No hashtags because it's Twitter. I only want hashtags on Instagram and TikTok. I don't actually want hashtags on any other platform. And then under the character limit. Okay, and now it published the post to Twitter. So let's go see if that worked. I'm going to open this right now. These are all my real accounts, by the way. So, okay, cool. One view. Everyone says pick one platform. Bloom. Oh, but I forgot to tell it to upload with the post, with the screenshot. Okay. Post it again, but with the most impressive screenshot. Okay, so here I just published a text post. Now let's add the receipt screenshot to the post as well. And real quick, let me show you the pre-publish checklist. So if I go back to all of the skills, click post scheduler. Okay, this is the post scheduler skill. And step 2 is the final pre-publish check. I'll zoom in. You can add anything you want here. Guys, this is just like a simple and practical example. So no em dashes, no banned words. My actual pre-publish quality gates have way more banned words and have way more rules, but this is a starting point that is really good. No filler words, active voice, no hashtags for these platforms, etc., etc. So, and you can build upon this. So as you make more posts, you can give feedback to Claude and say, hey, update these content skills so that it's closer to my brand voice and stuff. Okay, so that's that. Okay, cool. Now it's publishing. Okay, so now it's publishing to Twitter with the media I wanted, right? So here, boom, screenshot. And like, again, if you actually use Twitter, you know that this is a well-structured tweet, right? You have the receipts screenshot, you have a contrarian take, boom, okay, boom. And then this was published just now because you can see the timestamp. So there's nothing fake here happening. Okay, cool. So yeah, real quick, let's take a really quick poll, really quick. So put A if this is just the right speed. Put B if you're like, this is way too fast. Put C if you're like just generally confused. And put D if you just want to watch the recording later. So, okay, so a lot of people are saying A, some people are saying C, D. I mean, you know, you can I guess this is not really mutually exclusive. So type yes if you absolutely want the recording later, and this will help me figure out how to prioritize it among all my other videos and editing. So yeah, if you're on TikTok, type A if I'm going at the good speed, type B if this is way too fast, and type C if this is like too confusing. Type yes if you absolutely want the recording later. Okay, so just type yes if you want the recording later. Okay, cool. I'm surprised by the people saying right speed. That makes me happy. I was concerned Claude Code would be like a little too technical and everything. The recording will be up later. It usually takes a week, unfortunately, but it will be up eventually. I shared the Google Doc link, so if you haven't grabbed that yet, you can grab it in the chat, so I can share it again here. Okay. Okay, did I share it? Did you guys get the link? Okay, I'm sharing it again here. Okay, and I'll share it again on YouTube. Okay. Okay, what are we doing next? Let's see. Oh yeah, so that was the writer and grader. Now we posted the photo right to TikTok. And by the way, I'm showing this example with photos instead of videos only because it's faster to upload photos. You can do the exact same thing. If you airdrop a bunch of videos to your computer, okay, it can be posted to social media. Now what we're going to do is number 5, automate cross-posting to multiple platforms, okay? So let's go back here and say, let's take the exact same post and say cross-post to LinkedIn and Facebook. Now you can cross-post this to like 20 different platforms. I'm just showing 2 other platforms that we can cross-post to and how easy it is to do that. Like all you have to say is cross-post to LinkedIn and Facebook, and Claude understands what you're trying to do and accomplishes it, okay? And honestly, you don't really need extra high effort for this. I could have changed the model to Sonnet. We do not need Opus 4.7 to be able to do this. So, okay. Yeah, make sure you type yes in the chat if you want the recording of this after. Okay, so type yes in the chat. Okay, and Claude here is figuring out which Facebook page should I post to, because you can connect multiple Facebook pages to Blotato. It's going to post it to my my Sabrina Ramonov page, not my Blotato page, because it analyzed the post and it's first person, like I did this, and which makes more sense for my Sabrina Ramonov page. And now it is publishing to both platforms. Okay, boom. So here's LinkedIn and here's Facebook. Let's open them up just to double check. Here's LinkedIn. Here's Facebook. Okay. Here's the LinkedIn post right now. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good LinkedIn post. I think I'll just leave it up here. Actually, normally I delete these after I demo. And here is the Facebook post as well, published just now. Okay. So let's go back to here. So that is cross-posting, the simple version, right? You can actually cross-post to a bunch of platforms. Let's say you are doing this for other businesses. So you are a social media marketing agency. You can have Claude remember, use these sets of accounts for this client, use these other accounts for these other clients over here. And you can just have Blotato post to only those accounts for that client when you're posting their content. Okay, now the next use case is editing content and posting your Instagram story. We're actually going to edit a selfie. Yeah, this one's fun. And of course you can edit videos. If you guys have seen my previous tutorials on Remotion and Claude Code, it's pretty mind-blowing, but it's like a whole separate tutorial, so I don't have time to like show you editing videos. In this one, I'm just showing you like what's possible when you adopt Claude and Blotato. So here, this is a selfie. I went on a hike. This was a few weeks ago, and it's a good selfie. Like I wouldn't post it as an Instagram story though, because there's no call to action. So a lot of business owners or creators want to post Instagram stories that say like, DM me this if you want this special offer, whatever it is. So I'm going to take this selfie and add text on top and then post it as an Instagram story. So let's do that. Let's go scroll down here. Okay. And here's the prompt. Add a TikTok style caption to the top of my selfie in the downloads folder, respecting social media safe zones for short form vertical content. This is really important because if you don't do this, then it's going to add text way too close to the edges, and it just looks weird on social media. Here's the caption I want. It should take up 2 lines of text. DM me spring and get 50% off Blotato. Okay, so let's copy this or take a screenshot of this. Okay, and then you can drop it into Claude, and then boom. So now it's going to look for the selfie in my downloads folder. It's going to respect social media safe zones, meaning the text is not going to be too high. It's not going to be too low. It's not going to be too close to the edges. Here's the exact caption I want, right? And then it's going to literally edit the selfie in real time and then tell me when it's ready. When it's ready, we're then going to post it as an Instagram story. And yeah, every single one of these examples, guys, they're like real. Like this is what a business would actually do. They would take a photo, dump photos in some drive or your iPhone, sync it to your Mac, whatever, and then put text on top. Usually you open it up in Canva, right? Put your photo there, put some nice text on top, and then you post it on Instagram as a story or as a post. And what I'm showing here is that you can do this way faster with Claude Code or even Claude Cowork. Like we're taking what might take you an hour to do and compressing it to just a few minutes. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can edit video as well using tools like Remotion and hyperframes. But I'm not getting into that here because it's like a whole other tutorial. Okay. So, oh no, someone said thought Instagram was your home. I literally don't know how to use Instagram. In fact, I found out about Instagram stories only 2 months ago. Like I did not know this was a thing. I still don't know how to use Instagram. To be honest, I don't really like Instagram. I think it's very like it's like cool kids. Like I don't feel cool enough to be on Instagram. So I just stick to my lowly TikTok with my terrible editing and raw video footage. So, yeah, anyway, so Claude Code is doing all of these smart things. And when it's done, it just tells us, okay, hey, we're done. We saved it as a new photo over here, selfie_caption. Okay, let's see. Boom. Varsity team is Instagram. Yes. Like Instagram is like all the cool kids in high school. Yes, Instagram is a dating platform, like 100%. Okay, I know this is off topic, but like, so I try to tell people TikTok is like hanging out with your friends in a dingy basement, like maybe playing video games, drinking a little bit with like terrible lighting and just like goofing off. That's TikTok. Instagram is like you were like, I don't know, like you were like really popular in high school. like that's the vibes it gives. Like everyone's like really attractive, just like their lives are all incredible and perfect. I'm like, okay, I don't belong here. Okay, anyway, so here's my selfie now caption for Instagram, literally. And like, guys, you can have a folder of 1,000 photos. Okay, you can have a folder of 1,000 photos and you can vary what the caption looks like for each one. You can vary the text for each one. You can have Claude do this programmatically while you're in the bathroom, while you're doing the dishes, and come back and just spot check that these look good. Okay, so DM me Spring, get 50% off Blotato. Let's say you wanted to add a background to this text. You can just tell Claude Code to do that. Okay, so now let's take this selfie and I'll say, sweet, post this updated selfie as my Instagram story now. Cool. Fuck is love. So I actually don't use YouTube that much, which is super weird. But like, I just don't watch YouTube shorts or YouTube long form videos. People are like, did you watch this? Like, I'm super behind on trends. I find out like consumer trends from like, my husband watches a lot of like YouTube shorts and stuff. So, okay. So now it's uploaded, succeeded. Now it's publishing as an Instagram story. I do tell you trends, but I tell you like 3 weeks late. Also this code is not active, so Spring is not actually an active code right now. So don't DM me Spring on Instagram. Yeah, so I have whole tutorials on using Remotion. It is very powerful, but it takes a bit to get it to actually look good. So yeah, so type yes if you want this recording later. So type yes in the chat, and then I can actually check the chat later to see whoever wanted the recording. So yeah, if you're on TikTok, just type yes if you want this recording later. Okay, it's published. So let's go to my Instagram story. Now, I actually published this as a story earlier. So now I have 2 Instagram stories of the same thing. One, I'm going to delete the second one. I'm actually going to delete the first one because it's funny. Okay, cool. And so that was my Instagram story. Now, I'm showing you this, again, one at a time. But guys, the reason why I wanted to show you Claude accessing your folder, right? So over here, Claude accessing your downloads folder is because you can create whole folders and have it process them. Like this one could be an ideas folder where you just take photos or screenshots of interesting things you come across throughout the week and you dump them all there. You could have this other folder for like your product or selfie photos. you can dump them all here. And so you can just have everything organized and then have Claude Code add text on each one, write posts based on each one, etc. And all you have to do is dump stuff in here throughout the week as you come across this. Okay, so now we talked about how to edit existing media and then post it as an Instagram story. Of course, you could have posted this on LinkedIn or Twitter as well. Now we're going to talk about creating AI graphics, infographics, and you can even create videos and carousels. Okay. There are many ways to do this. The easiest, because this is already built into Blotato, so you don't have to pay for some other different tool. Okay, so if you go to Blotato, videos in the left sidebar, click create new video at the top right corner, then you'll see a bunch of different viral templates that you can use. I personally like to use this whiteboard infographic for LinkedIn posts. I really like this manga panel infographic for live stream announcements. And then I like this Instagram carousel slideshow for some of my faceless accounts. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to create an Instagram carousel with Nano Banana 2 based on the screenshots that Claude analyzed, and then we're going to automate posting it to Instagram. Okay, you don't even need Canva for this, although Canva is very powerful as well. I just dropped a bunch of Canva tutorials on my YouTube you can check out. Okay, and here's the prompt. Where's the prompt? Oh, here's the prompt. Okay, so here's the prompt. Use Blotato Instagram carousel slideshow template to make a carousel on the same topic. Now, you can use any of the other templates. Even if you don't specify the template, Blotato will choose a template based on what you're trying to do. But for this example, I just want to use this specific template, Instagram carousel slideshow. Okay, boom. Copy paste it, boom. And then this one's going to take a while because it's going to call Nano Banana 2 to actually generate each slide in the carousel. What's really cool though is you don't have to do anything extra. Once it generates the carousel, you can post it instantly to Instagram, to LinkedIn, to TikTok as a slideshow, to Pinterest as a carousel, even to Facebook as a carousel. And so it's just, you can do everything within Claude. You can do this, by the way, within Claude Cowork, Claude Desktop, or even Claude.ai, the website. You don't actually need Claude Code. I'm just showing this specifically as a Claude Code tutorial because I haven't made that many Claude Code tutorials recently, so I wanted to make another one. That's the only reason, actually. But yeah, so this will take a couple of minutes to do this, and then let's do another poll while we're waiting. So let's say, what type of content are you trying to make? Are you trying to make like text posts, like photos? Let's say AI images. AI video, let's say avatars. Are you trying to make like an avatar or twin? I don't know what another, like talking head, like personal brand videos. So I'm just curious what people are trying to make. So like text would be like, you're trying to optimize for LinkedIn, Twitter, Blue Sky, that kind of thing. Photos could be like Pinterest, product photos, selfie photos, AI images, your AI avatar or twin. So you can vote for multiple of these, by the way. I'm just trying to get a sense of like what people are trying to make so that I could do tutorials catered to that in the future. So a lot of people are trying to do talking head / brand, image and viral videos. Yeah, so AI images could be like slideshows if you're doing TikTok slideshows, right? Let's say B is like photos or carousels. So we have a little bit of variety. Videos, funny videos, AI avatars, A through D. Okay, so all of them. Almost no one is just focused on text, which is really interesting. Okay. So a lot of people want an avatar twin. Okay, image and viral videos. Okay, that's interesting. Photos and carousels, blah, blah, blah. Would this work for authors who need to do promos as well? Detailed posters with text. Okay, so that would be like infographics. Like this. Okay. Was told text doesn't work. It can work. It's harder without any visual assets. It's also kind of like a lower barrier to entry because AI is so good at generating very, very high quality copywriting. Illustrations and comics, that's cool. B, okay, so I learned that everybody's all over the place in what they're trying to make. I will probably have dedicated tutorials just on some of these sessions, right? Like just making avatars is a whole class. Just making carousels that look good is a whole class. And by the way, if you haven't seen it, I dropped my Canva tutorial recently somewhere. Here, yeah. So here, if you watch this, this is, again, like, I don't watch much YouTube, but I'm 100% confident this is the best Canva Claude tutorial on YouTube at the moment. It walks through like a bunch of different use cases. So here are like different things you could make, infographics in Canva, like this. This is a carousel using a nice Canva template. I'm looking for the Google Doc. There's no Google Doc here. Oh, here. You can edit an existing Canva template, and then you can have Claude edit an existing Canva template, meaning like you don't have to touch Canva at all. You can just see everything in your final Canva account. And then, yeah, it just walks through everything here. I wish it showed the Google Doc of where I actually keep track of all this, but unfortunately it doesn't. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, it's worth watching because you can basically do all of these things with Canva and Claude combined. So you can use Canva to create infographics, flyers, carousels, even videos. Okay. And then, so yeah, now we have a carousel generating. We can check the status of it in Blotato. So let's go back to videos. So here, here's one of the carousels, although that image is a little messed up. I would probably remake that image. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. So I'm actually going to tell Claude I like this carousel except for this first slide, and then just remove it. So do sleep 5. I'll say get the carousel, but remove its first slide. I don't like it. Okay, so now it's going to fetch the first, it's going to fetch the carousel that we just made, this one. Remember, I asked it to make a carousel based on the screenshots in my downloads folder. And then I want it to fetch this, but I don't really like this first slide because some of the text is messed up. And then I'm going to post it to Instagram. So here, even Claude is saying slide 1 has text overflow issues. So what's really cool in this set of skills is a quality check is built in. Claude will actually look at the images and carousels that are being created and make sure that there aren't obvious errors and stuff. If there are, it's either going to recreate it or not use the ones that have issues, right? So yeah, slide 1 has text overflow issues. Let me preview slides 2 through 7 quickly. So now it's literally looking at the slides, it's like spot checking them, right, to make sure like everything looks good. So slides 2, because like there's no direct text connection between Blotato and Claude. Like Blotato isn't telling Claude, here's exactly the text on each slide. Claude is using vision capabilities to look at each carousel slide and spot check it. So you can spot check things like, oh, are there typos everywhere? Is the text too close to the borders? Are shapes overlapping and blocking text? Claude can look at all that, spot check it, and then recreate any slides that have an issue. Okay, this 6-slide flow is tighter. Yes, post now. Boom. Okay. Okay, so now we're posting it now. Okay, and then this will be posted as an Instagram carousel. Okay. Oh, I'm on Instagram here. And then let's see what else is on our list. Okay, after we do that. Okay, so we're doing these two right now. So basically we created a carousel using Nano Banana 2, using the Instagram carousel slideshow template in Blotato. And right now we are waiting for it to post as a carousel on Instagram. Again, you can post this on Pinterest as a carousel, Facebook as a carousel, TikTok as a slideshow, etc. And the very last thing I'll show you is how to manage your entire content calendar within Claude. And this is really, really powerful as well. In fact, I'm going to make a whole separate section here. Okay, in progress. The carousel takes a little bit of time to post because it's like multiple images that we're posting. But I will just refresh the page every 20 seconds or so. This live will eventually be on YouTube, but it takes like a week for it to show up. If you do want the recording, just make sure you type yes, all caps in the chat if you want the recording. Okay, let's see. It's posted. Not yet. It's like uploading each of the images individually, and then we'll post. Wait 15 seconds before polling status. Calling Blotato. Okay, so I see a lot of yeses in the chat, which is good. Yeah, I mean, these lives are usually on YouTube, but it takes like 7 to 10 days, honestly. I have ChatGPT and want to use Claude. Should I leave chat altogether? Yeah, I mean, I left ChatGPT more than a year ago. I still have an account because I make tutorials with chat. I think chat has way more mainstream recognition than Claude. Even though Claude Anthropic grew 80x this past quarter, most people still use Chat GPT. So a lot of my beginner tutorials where I'm just like showing basic prompts and stuff will still use Chat GPT. But personally for me, I moved to Claude Code like over a year ago before it exploded on social media. So I've been using Claude Code for a long time on the max plan. I think you'll be very frustrated on the $20 per month plan, to be honest with you. So, but I have never met a business owner who switched from chat to Claude max plan and regretted it. You can cancel so many other AI tools, and like the productivity gains from how well Claude connects with everything are just so high that it's well worth the max plan. Okay, cool. So here's our carousel now posted to Instagram, posted 53 seconds ago. Boom, 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 boom. And if you wanted more consistency, by the way, like let's say you just really like this format, you could write a prompt so that every slide in your carousel looks like this format. It's using Nano Banana 2 to generate each slide. So like you can literally give it any prompt you want. Like if you wanted to be more specific, I just said like create whatever using the template, but you can actually supply the prompt for each slide in your carousel. So you could say, Claude, we're doing this carousel. Here's the copy. Okay, come up with a prompt for each one, but make sure it's like visually this style that I like. Like you can have that level of control, controlling each prompt for each slide, and then automate posting to Instagram. Okay, I'm going to delete this now because I posted lots of examples today. And then the very last thing I'll talk about is how to manage your entire content calendar within Claude. It's really super easy. Like you have 3 options. You can either post now, schedule specific time later, or use next free slots within Blotato. I personally use next free slot all the time. It's super easy to set up. So go to Blotato, go to calendar, go to weekly schedule, and this is basically like my post slots for the week. So at 8:43 a.m., I want there to be a TikTok post going out. If I also want a Twitter post going out, then all I have to do is select Twitter. Okay, so these are like my real social accounts, my real time slots that I post. Once you set this up one time, then every time you go to Claude, you can just be like, okay, schedule all of this content in my next free slot, and you don't have to worry about it. You can also do things like list my upcoming scheduled posts, and Claude will show you all of them. You can even reschedule posts. You can delete posts that have been scheduled. All of these different things that you can do. I think you can also create slots in the schedule. So just in general, if you're ever stuck with anything, go here, help.blotato.com/API/LLM. And this is basically an API reference specifically built for AI agents. So it will tell you like all the different things you can do. You can apparently update schedules and all of these things, publishing videos, sources. You can even scrape YouTube, scrape TikTok videos. There's like so many different things you can do here. I'm just really scratching the tip of the iceberg in terms of what's possible. Okay, so I asked it to list upcoming scheduled posts, but I have a crap ton. So Claude is like, whoa, this is a big payload. I'm just going to grab the last 6. Yeah, I mean, even when OpenClaw was super hot, I personally, if you watch any of my OpenClaw videos, in the comments or in the video description, I always say, I strongly suggest investing in Claude instead of OpenClaw. Because like since OpenClaw came out, Claude has massively improved its like integrations and how things work between Claude.ai and Claude Cowork and Claude Code. Like it's much more seamless than it was 5 months ago or whenever Cowork first came out and was super buggy and everything. So, I think investing in one is a great idea. Okay, I'm just gonna block these spammers. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So here are all my posts coming up, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's say I want to reschedule one. So reschedule the Friday. I forgot what it is. The Friday, let's say the 12 p.m. Blue Sky post to 1 p.m. Friday. Okay. And Blotato will just do this. Just remember like 1 year ago, if let's say you had a marketing launch coming up, you prepared all your social media posts, but now your launch is delayed by 2 weeks. Normally you would have to go into your social media scheduling tool and manually reschedule like all of your posts, right? Because like each one is scheduled on a different day at a certain time. You'd have to like manually do all of this, but now Claude can do all of this for you. Like you can just be like, create all these posts, schedule them next free slot. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Can you delete all of these that you scheduled for Friday? Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Our launch is now delayed 2 weeks. I need all of these posts shifted 2 weeks later. Like it can easily do that. You don't have to do it. And the time savings truly add up. Like it's like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes clicking around here, 10 minutes clicking around here. It easily saves you at least 15 hours per week if you are a moderate content creator. At my level of scale, like it saves me basically the cost of hiring a team plus all the hours that team would be working. And like that's what's enabled me to scale solo. And it's pretty awesome. So, okay. Yes, you can definitely post to TikTok without being a business plan. So I am not on TikTok business. I am a TikTok personal account, Instagram professional account, and then I have a Facebook page, not a Facebook personal profile. Okay, so okay, so I think that's it. And then obviously you can delete posts as well. So I think that's it though for everything I'm showing here. So I'll just do a recap real quick. Mute. Okay, cool. So just to recap, we covered how to use Claude Code as your AI marketing team in order to scale your content creation, scale yourself without hiring a big team or spending a lot of money. Okay, we walked through how to set up Claude Code with Blotato. We walked through how to import these Claude marketing skills, the content coach, brand brief, writer, grader, and scheduler. And then we talked through and then I showed you how Claude can analyze a directory of photos and screenshots, write posts based on them. It'll grade the virality and optimize the virality for each post, and then how to post photos and videos to social media platforms, how to easily cross-post across multiple channels, how to edit existing assets like editing a photo and posting it as an Instagram story. You can edit videos as well. I have other tutorials on my YouTube if you want to learn how to do that, and how to use Blotato to create AI graphics and videos. For example, we use Nano Banana 2 to create an Instagram carousel and automatically post it to Instagram. And finally, we wrapped up with managing your entire content calendar within Claude Code so that you don't have to manually click around in a tool just to be able to schedule, reschedule, and update your posts. Okay, thanks for watching. Boom. That's for YouTube. Okay, cool. Oh, can I share the Google Doc? Yeah. I shared it earlier as well. Okay. Here's this, and then I'll share it on YouTube as well. Okay, I'll answer a few questions, and then I was going to do this same exact tutorial, but for Claude Cowork. There's some things that are a little annoying in Claude Cowork. For example, like importing the skill. I don't want people to be confused, so I'm going to show like the easiest way, but it's like a little manual, which is annoying, but like it's not that bad, but it's not as easy as Claude Code, in other words. Okay, so mute. Oh man, people are spamming these lives. I have to block all these accounts and stuff. I make long form vlogs on YouTube weekly. Would Blotato work for me in this? Honestly, I don't think so. Like Blotato is very optimized for short form content. So like the one exception in my content system where I don't heavily use Blotato for the actual publishing is long form YouTube. I use Blotato for like scripting, and I have a bunch of Claude skills for helping me like write YouTube intros, fact check my YouTube outlines and things like that. But it's not using Blotato for publishing to YouTube because you don't get features like A/B testing thumbnails and A/B testing titles. You only get that through publishing manually on the YouTube site, unfortunately. If that ever changes, like then I would love to publish through Blotato, but because of that, like I still have to go to Blotato. I still have to go to YouTube and set up my A/B test for thumbnails and things like that. When would I want to upgrade from Cowork to Code? Once you're really, really comfortable with Claude Cowork, then I would recommend trying Claude Code for like 2 days, but give it a real try. Like don't just spend an hour on it, like really spend 2 half days on it and see which you like better. There are pros and cons for each one. Okay. So it's not like Claude Code is superior for everything. Like I don't love that it's like really scary looking and people get intimidated by it. Claude Cowork has a much nicer, friendlier interface. It also has better ways to visualize assets with artifacts. And for a long time, it was superior with scheduling. I still think it's superior for scheduling with its scheduling functionality. And then, oh, okay. Cool. Okay, any other questions? How can I get to your Blotato discount code? Oh, I don't know what the current promo is, but you can always email me. If you email me, just ask for a discount. Like literally, it's fine. Like I give discounts all the time. Blotato is actually 100% free for nonprofits as well. I just forget what the current I might give you a discount code that is expired already. So I don't know what the current discount code is. So yeah, just email me, help@blotato.com, and I'll give you a discount code. Who is Blotato for? Honestly, I think Blotato is a little overwhelming for beginners, just because like for absolute beginners who've never posted content, the most important thing is sticking to it. And to do that, you don't want a lot of tools. You want basically no tools. When I started, I didn't use any tools. I didn't use Blotato. Blotato didn't exist, right? I just went to LinkedIn manually and wrote a post there, and then I published it, and that was it. I didn't pay for any other tools. Same for TikTok. When I started posting on TikTok, I just opened TikTok, filmed a video, post, boom, nothing separating, but no separation between me and the social platform. And like that's the most important thing in the beginning for beginners. Like just be really consistent. Choose 1 or 2 platforms and just post every single day. Don't rely on other tools. You do not need tools that like find viral videos for you. I still don't use any of that. Because the algorithms are so good, they just show you viral videos all the time. If I open Instagram, I instantly see viral videos in my niche I could copy. Same thing for TikTok. Like I just instantly see it. So like, why do I need a separate tool to show me viral videos in my niche, right? The algorithm shows you all of this already. So I honestly think if you're a beginner content creator, don't use any tools, which I know that's like, I'm like advertising against my own app, but it's the truth. Like I really built Blotato for people who are already consistent and they're like trying to figure out how to stay consistent without burning out, right? So that's when I introduce like, okay, use Claude here, use Blotato here, and take the process you were doing manually that was working for you and encode it into Claude and Blotato. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Blotato supports a lot of languages. I forget how many. I think for text it's like almost 60, and then for AI voices there's almost 30 different languages supported. And yeah, if you guys are a nonprofit, you can just email me, help@blotato.com, and just ask for my nonprofit discount. It's 100% free forever for nonprofits. That's just what I do. Can you use Claude and Blotato to start doing marketing for small businesses? Yeah. I mean, I built Blotato for marketing, and I use it for marketing my small business. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can definitely help. Combining Claude and Blotato truly replaces a lot of tools, and then you can even combine it with Canva as well. If you don't like the Blotato visual templates, I'm not a designer. It shows, okay. However, Canva has a ton of terrific visual designs, and you can post directly from Canva to Blotato social media. Like, if you haven't seen my Canva tutorial yet, you can basically be like, in Claude, go make me some Canva carousels, post them to social media. Boom, like one line, and it does all of that. So it's really, really cool. Do you recommend Blotato instead of GHL Marketing Hub? I think it depends. Like, I think GHL is a great platform as your main operating system and CRM, but its social media scheduling tools are very subpar. I'm biased, okay, but you can also ask other GHL users who post to social media. I've heard a lot of complaints about shadow bans and posts just not doing well, and it doesn't integrate with like Claude or ChatGPT nicely, right? So I really built Blotato for like initially for me, and now for AI agents, so that you can do everything within Claude, ChatGPT, Hermes, anti-gravity, Cursor, like whatever you're using. You can manage your entire content empire from within an AI agent. Okay. What do I think about AI automation in 2026? I just made a video on this called The Truth About Selling AI Automations in 2026. So definitely check out that YouTube video. I didn't expect that video to do particularly well on YouTube, but it is a topic that I just like wanted to talk about and was passionate about. Okay, I have to check TikTok in case they're kicking me off the TikTok live. Oh wait, no, this is OBS. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. I didn't mean to record all that. Poor editors. Okay, now I'm going to start recording again. And now I'm going to film the Claude Cowork version of this whole tutorial. But I'm trying to find my TikTok live setup because TikTok usually kicks me out after an hour. Where's my TikTok live? I can't find it. Oh my gosh. It's probably on my other screen. Oh no. My other two monitors are facing the other direction, so it's like really, really annoying. Okay, here's TikTok live. I'm just gonna dock it over here in case it tries to kick me out. Okay, cool. So that was Claude Code. Let's close this now. Now I have to open Claude, which might be on my other screen. Okay. Yes, just type yes in the chat if you want a copy of this recording. I have to go to my other screen to open up my Claude Cowork. Hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's awkward. Okay. Woo. Part. Okay. Okay, so here's Claude Cowork. Where is TikTok Live Studio? Okay, wait, what am I doing? I'm kind of just waiting for TikTok Live to kick me out first so I can do their CAPTCHA thingy. But now I don't know where it went. Where is my TikTok live? It usually asks me like 1 hour in, but it hasn't asked me yet. That's annoying. Okay. Well, all right. Well, if you're on TikTok, I don't know. Wait, no, you won't be able to see it. But yeah, it usually asks me for a CAPTCHA like right now. But okay, whatever. It's not. Okay, here we go. Cowork. Let's do new task. How to use Cowork. Okie dokie. So now we are doing the exact same thing, but in Claude Cowork, which looks much nicer and friendlier, right? Like, look at how nice and friendly this looks. I'm just rearranging my screens. I forgot where my downloads folder went. Nope, not that. Oh, okay. Here. Yes, check my YouTube for my vibe coding tutorials, building apps with AI. I have those, yeah. Okay. Boop. Nope. I'm going to move this over here. Oh my God. This is the worst part. I don't have two monitors on this side, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna delete this selfie caption video. Boop. Okay. Okay. Here we go again. So yeah, you really don't need to watch this if you understood everything I said in the previous version. This is for you if you like use Claude Cowork or even Claude.ai. The only thing Claude.ai won't be able to do is have, I don't think it has skills yet, does it? Oh, actually Claude.ai has skills. So I could even show this in Claude.ai. Oh, but does it have access to personal? I'm going to use Cowork because I know for sure that it will work really well with local files and stuff, but you can do most of this tutorial in Claude.ai. I just haven't checked if it will be able to edit photos like this, but we can try it actually right now. Let's see. To project. No, let's see. Can you analyze screenshots in my downloads folder? Do I separate Claude from personal information? Yeah, I mean, I have separate directories and stuff. I know a lot of people ask me this, so I will actually talk about this. Okay, so I do have file system integrations, Claude ones. I don't remember Claude.ai being able to do this before, so that's nice. Okay, so maybe I will show this in Claude.ai instead of Cowork. So, okay. Okay, actually, let me just do a poll. Let me just ask people. Okay, where's my poll? So type A if you want me to show this in Claude.ai website. And type B if you want me to show this in Claude Cowork /desktop. So yeah, that will help me just know. And just as a reference, I don't really use the Claude.ai website, so I'm not really sure what issues I'll run into, but hey, I mean, we'll find out. So I mean, I'm using the Claude desktop out. Yeah, see, max size is 1 meg, so we're already like erroring out on this chat over here. So never mind. We're gonna use Claude Cowork. So yeah, I don't know all the limitations for Claude.ai. Cowork and desktop have better ways to work with your local computer, like your local file system, local folders, and anything like that. Whereas Claude.ai website, to be honest, I don't think it works super well with a lot of your local files and stuff. But they're always improving it. Like I'm always you can do a lot with Claude.ai website. Like for example, you can still use Blotato, you can still use Canva in the Claude.ai website. You can still create visuals and all of this and post to social media. But in this tutorial, I specifically wanted to show like working with local photos and local videos because I know a lot of people just have stuff lying around on their local computers. So okay, so I'm going to stick to Claude Cowork then for this tutorial. Okay, and again, you really like don't need to watch this if you already watched the previous thing. But okay, anyway, so let me do an intro for YouTube. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Claude Cowork as your AI marketing team without spending a lot of money, without hiring a big team yourself. And everything you see in this tutorial has been optimized for real results on social media. My name's Sabrina Ramonov. I previously built and sold an AI company for millions of dollars. I get over 30 million organic monthly views on social media solo, and now I teach millions of people AI for free. In this tutorial, we're going to walk through everything, how to set up Cowork with the tools you need, how to import Claude marketing skills that have been pre-built for virality, and then how to use all of these things, especially with existing photos and videos. Although I'll also show you real quick how to generate AI graphics and videos and how to manage your entire content calendar within Claude Cowork. Okay, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next training. Okay, cool. That's the intro for YouTube. Yep. Okay, so now let's work on step 1, the setup. So create new project. Okay, I guess this is pretty similar. So So Claude Cowork. So how Claude Cowork works is like you work in a project. So what I'm going to do in Claude Cowork here is click work in a project, and I'm going to create a new project and honestly just start from scratch. And I'm going to locate it over here in my dev directory. Let's call the project Claude Cowork dash Blotato. Okay, boom. So now we have a new project here and this new directory as well. So let me just check here. So here's our new project. And you can see on the right hand side on your computer, Cowork-Blotato is empty because it doesn't have anything yet. Okay, and then the main tool we're going to use for this tutorial is called Blotato. This is an app I built. It's where I publish all of my social contents. Okay, it really combines a lot of tools in one, and it's built to be native for AI agents, so you can use it easily within Claude Code. So sign up here, and then head over to Settings in the bottom left corner. This is where you can connect all of your social media accounts, up to 20 different social media accounts on the lowest tier plan. Okay, you can connect 5 Instagram accounts, 3 TikTok accounts, for example. You can even connect client accounts if you have admin access to them. And for comparison, if you wanted to do this in Buffer, it would cost you $83 per month to connect 20 social accounts, whereas it's only $29 per month in Blotato. Once you've connected your social accounts, head over to API and click Generate API Key. Okay, this is what's going to authenticate Blotato with your Claude Cowork. So Claude Cowork knows this is you and this is your Blotato account. So all you have to do is click this button here, Generate API Key. I already have one. That's why you don't see this button here. And then in general, these are instructions. So if this video is confusing, you can refer to these instructions to set up Blotato with Claude.ai website, to set it up with Coworker desktop, or if you're using Claude Code terminal, you can do that as well. But it's super, super easy. So let's go back to Cowork. On the bottom left corner, actually, never mind. On the left sidebar, click Customize, click Connectors. And you can think of a connector as a tool that you use. So look at all my connectors, Airtable, Gmail, Slack. This allows Claude to use these apps just like a human would, just like a mini employee would. For example, Cowork can read my Gmail and summarize what's important. It can take that summary and post it into my Slack channel. It can go into my Canva accounts, grab a template that I use in my Canva accounts, and then create a design or a carousel out of it, and then use Blotato to post it to social media. And so connectors are really, really, really powerful. Once you set them up in Claude Cowork, it's hard to go back to just yapping with AI. This is now AI getting useful work done for you. Okay, I'm just going to remove this so we can start from scratch. Okay, so once you're in this page, click the plus button, click Add Custom Connector. Let's call it Blotato. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me just check I'm not being kicked out by TikTok. Where's my TikTok? Which one is TikTok? This one? No. Oh, yeah, it's still no CAPTCHA. Okay, so call this Blotato, and then the remote URL will just be mcp.blotato.com/mcp. Okay, so mcp.blotato.com/mcp. Click Add. And then you should see a button here that says Connect. This will just be one click. It'll authenticate your Blotato accounts, and then you should see it connected here. Okay, so let's go back here to our project, Cowork-Blotato, and let's ask, what social media accounts do I have connected? Let's see, hopefully that works. And then, let's see. Okay, and if everything's working appropriately, you should see this little manatee logo. Okay, this means Claude Cowork picked up the correct tool that we just integrated, Blotato, and then it fetched all of my social accounts. So I have 10 social accounts connected to Blotato. Okay. Okay, boom. Okay. And that's just to check that everything is working appropriately. Okay, so we are now done with the setup step. Now, the next step is really the only tedious one that requires some manual steps. There are kind of ways to do this with less manual work, but I just to make it less confusing and very clear what's going on, we're going to just import each skill one at a time. So here, this is a pack of Claude marketing skills. If you're brand new to content creation, I highly recommend starting with these skills. You don't really want to start with a repository of 100 content skills, because like you don't know how to use all those skills. They were really built for someone else, or in many cases just AI slop. Like they're not skills like anyone who actually creates social media content would use. This has been designed for results, meaning like this is taking everything I know and condensing it in just a few core skills that you need to get started and start getting results on social media. So this content coach acts as kind of an orchestrator. So you can tell it anything you want, like, I don't know what to post about today, or I have some vague ideas, and it'll walk you through the process of ideation, kind of brainstorming different angles, writing drafts, etc. And you don't have to do anything special to call these skills. The brand brief will walk you through setting up your brand voice. So what's your business? What are your offers and services? How do you like to speak on social media? How do you like to write? What are the most common captions you use, etc.? This is a one-time setup. And when you do this, the posts and the results will be much more tailored to your actual brand and voice. The post writer is what actually writes scripts and captions for social media. The post grader is what grades the post for virality. So a lot of people in their content systems will just have Claude write the post, but how do you know the post is any good? That's where the grader comes in. It gives Claude a feedback loop, a grading rubric that says, hey, this post is scoring like 6.5 out of 10 based on all the viral posts I've studied. Here are some ideas to improve it. So the Claude as an AI agent will like go through this loop of self-improving your own social media posts. And then the last step is the post scheduler, and this handles scheduling to different social media platforms. This list is like how to install it. Okay, it's honestly easiest in Claude Code, but since we're in Cowork, okay, we are going to let's go to customize here. On the left sidebar, click skills. Okay, we have some built-in skills here, and then these personal skills are the ones we're going to import. So this is a previous one that I wrote. I'm just going to delete this so it's not confusing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add new skills. So click the plus button here, click create skill, and you can either upload a skill or write skill instructions. We're just going to write skill instructions, so there's just no room for error. Okay, so all we have to do is go to this website. So I'll type it here. I'll type the website here so you guys can grab it. Type the website here. Okay. Okay, everybody grab the website. And then click each one of these skills. Okay, content coach. Here's the skill MD file. Okay, on the top right corner, hover over this and just click copy. Then go back to Claude Code and paste it here in instructions. Okay, and I'm going to call it the same thing. So content coach, and then this description tells Claude like when should you use this skill. Okay, so we're going to use the name content coach from here. We're just going to grab the description from here. And then honestly, you can delete this after you paste it in here. Okay, so we're going to create this skill now. Okay, so now here's our content coach skill. So here's the preview from it. Okay, and then we're going to do this for each of the skills. Yes, it was automated in Claude Code, but we're just going to do this manually here. It's honestly a good idea anyway to read what these skills do. So for example, brand brief, go here, copy it. So this captures your small business owner's brand brief. Here's the workflow. Here's exactly what it's looking for. This is the brand brief that it's going to output. Like I highly recommend just browsing through what each skill actually does. So let's copy this name again. You can call this anything you want, but just for consistency in this tutorial, I'm just going to use the exact same names. Okay. Boom. Okay. And then click create. And then do that again for the other 3 skills. So not this. We did that for brand brief. Let's do it now for post writer. Click copy, go back to this, click new skill, write skill instructions, paste it here. And yeah, so I'm just going to call this post writer and then grab the description from here. Okay. Okay. And then let's click save. So now that's 3, and then go back again, post grader. And again, highly recommend viewing what this skill actually does. Like it grades across all of these dimensions. Okay. It also checks for different rules like no M dashes, use numbers as a digit, don't like type out 5, reduce filler words, use active voice, calculates the score, spends most of its grade on the hook. So hook strength is actually 50% of the grade. If you follow Hormozy, he's one of my favorites. He actually says he would spend 95% of his effort just on the hook, the intro of his content. Because if you can't catch people to like watch your content, well, then the rest of the content doesn't matter. Okay, so let's create another skill, write skill instruction, boom. This is the grader. The post grader is honestly my favorite, and you can customize it, right? So according to your preferences for your niche and for your business. Okay, there's the description. Click create. And then we have one more left. And this one's really cool too, the post scheduler. So go down here. This one's cool because it has a quality gate before scheduling. So before you publish any post, you can have Claude check to make sure all of your rules are satisfied. So this is a very simple list that you can build upon. My actual quality gates are quite long now, and they're different. So like my quality checklist for a newsletter is slightly different from my quality checklist for a TikTok video versus a LinkedIn post. But use this as a starting point, and you can add additional pre-published rules here. So like 0 em dashes, no banned words, no weird AI generic fillers, active voice, no hashtags unless it's for Instagram and Twitter, etc. So go ahead and click copy and then grab it here. So write skill instruction, paste it here. And then we're going to call this post scheduler and then the description. Okay. So, okay. And then click create. So now we have all 5 skills here, right? Content coach, brand brief, post writer, post grader, and post scheduler. Okay, and now let's head back to the chats. Okay, and let's just check if they're here. So type / and you'll be able to see what skills are available. Okay, so we have over here, post grader, it's alphabetical order, so it's a little confusing, but we added brand brief, content coach, post grader, post scheduler, and post writer, and they're available here. Now, to use skills within Claude Cowork, obviously you can type the / message. However, these skills, the description for each one is designed so that Claude Cowork knows to use the skill when it's appropriate. So you don't actually have to memorize anything about how to use it. Okay, so now let's go use it. So our use case is the writer and grader. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is analyze a bunch of screenshots in my downloads folder and write a tweet. So here in my downloads folder, I have like a bunch of receipt screenshots showing like the number of views for each platform. So TikTok in the past 30 days was 7 million views. Facebook was 12 million views, etc. And what I want to do is I just want Claude to like analyze all of these screenshots and write a post. Okay, so I'm going to say analyze my screenshot in downloads and write a tweet. I am going to switch this permission to ask without asking. Okay, boom, yes, continue. It's really just for demo purposes. If you are doing this for yourself, you might want to just leave it at ask before acting. It's still going to ask me for permissions for like very sensitive things, but okay. Okay. I don't have access to your downloads folder. Oh, I think I need to add the folder here. Oops. What's the tweet? Okay, so let me add a folder. I forgot to do that. Remember when I said I actually just use Claude Code? Okay, so let me add the downloads folder. So, sorry, Sabrina, dev, okay, downloads. Okay, so now we should have 2 folders added. So let's say, let me just rerun this. Yeah, this will be posted as a recording on YouTube, but it typically takes like 7 to 10 days for the YouTube version to come out. Okay, so now I gave it access to my downloads folder, right? And now it is analyzing all the screenshots in there. It sees 6 social analytics screenshots, and it's asking me the angle for this tweet. Let's say share a lesson. Should I include screenshots? Yes, pick the best one. So I love how user-friendly looking Cowork is, right? Like we're actually doing the exact same thing that we did in Claude Code an hour ago, but it's just less intimidating in Claude Cowork. And yeah, there are some quirks and differences, like, having to add kind of this folder manually to the project is a little bit different. In Claude Code, I can just be like, go over here. It'll ask me for permission. I say yes. And so I don't have to do that manually. But it's just very slight differences like that. You can essentially do all of the same things that we did in Claude Code over here in Claude Cowork. Okay. Reading screenshots. So, yep, so it's actually reading all of these screenshots. And the reason why I decided to show this use case is because I know a lot of people have photos and videos lying around, and like all of that can be used as content. You can just like drop them into a folder, right? And say, hey, grab random stuff from this folder, or grab the latest photos and screenshots from this folder and write content about them. So when you think about batching content and sitting down for a day, like throughout the week, you can take photos, gather ideas, take screenshots, dump them in a folder. Then when you go to sit down and make content, you just tell Claude Cowork, like, okay, here's everything I took this week, like go make a bunch of posts out of them. Okay, so that's why I'm specifically showing this workflow, because it's literally the easiest. Take screenshots of interesting stuff you come across throughout the week. Take selfies throughout the week. Take pictures when you're at your small business, and then let Claude make content out of it. Okay, so here's the tweet draft. So it analyzed all of this. Okay, tweet draft. My most viewed platform last month wasn't TikTok, was blah, blah, blah. It was Facebook, blah, blah, blah. It's going to attach this screenshot, and then it critiqued my own draft, the things you should know before this post. Now, if you want to explicitly trigger the post grader, right, type /post grader, you can see it here, okay, and then press enter, okay. This will explicitly trigger it, but Claude should always use it in the background in the process of writing posts anyway. But it's cool to explicitly trigger it because you can see like the exact thought process step by step. Okay, so now it's going to use that. And then let me just, okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to cross this off the list since we did this. Yeah, it has no, again, when the first time you run all of these skills, it's going to look for this brand brief. It doesn't have one, okay, but Claude knows a lot about me because it has memory across different projects and stuff like that. So it knows it's just going to skip it. Now, the post grader actually graded this only 6.3 out of 10. Okay, here are the grading dimensions, the rubric, the weight, and then the score for each one. And I kind of have to agree, like this isn't that amazing of a hook, right? So, and then it also audited the post for my different rules, like no em dashes, I want all numbers as digits, no filler words, etc. And then it suggested the top 3 fixes based on impact. And then it's going to fix everything and regrade it. Okay, I'm just going to say yes. And then we're going to post this to social media with one of the receipt screenshots attached. And again, we're doing all the same things that we did in the previous Claude Code tutorial. It's just like way less scary and everything in Claude Cowork. And there's just like slight differences, like how we imported the skills, and then how we added access to the downloads folder, etc. Okay, so here's the final draft and the regrade score. I was wrong about Facebook, embarrassingly wrong. 12 million views in 28 days. It beat TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram as my #1 platform. Stop fighting for TikTok scraps. Go where the algorithm is starving. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I like this draft. So yes, let's schedule it to Twitter with the best screenshot. Okay. And again, you don't have to type anything fancy here, really, because Claude is intelligent enough. Like, it knows what skills you have access to, what tools you have access to, like Blotato, and it's going to figure out, like, oh, I should use Blotato to post to social media. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. I'm just going to check real quick if TikTok has kicked me out yet. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. Okay. Oh, my face is shiny. Oh, I have not been getting sunlight this week, guys. I'm currently on my video game vacation playing Baldur's Gate 3, and it's wild. It's like a full-time job. like like 60 hours this week just on Baldur's Gate 3. So, let's do a poll real quick. So I don't this is probably a very different group on TikTok than we started with already. So let's do a poll of how much time content creation takes you per week. So if you just don't create content today, type A. If it takes you like 1 to 5 hours per week, type B. If you're in like the 5 to 10 hours per week, type C. And if you're making if you're spending more than 10 hours per week making content, type D. So let's just see where we're at. So I'm seeing a lot of B and C, anywhere from 1 to 10 hours, 5 hours, right? 1 to 5. A few people not creating contents yet. 5, yeah. So I mean, 1 to 5 hours per week. D, 10 hours per week. Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, like, content creation takes a long time, and imagine like imagine doing double the number of posts you're currently doing on double the number of platforms you're currently doing. Like, I lived this, and it was just stupidly tedious. That's why I created a solution for it, because I was like, well, I'm going to be making content for the next 10 years. If I save 10 hours per week for the rest of my life, like, that will be a great thing. So yeah. Okay, cool. So now we went back to Claude Cowork, and it says it published the tweet. Okay, so this is one of the nice things in Claude Cowork. You can just like click this nice little link here and open it. Cool. And here's our tweet. I was wrong about Facebook, embarrassingly wrong. Boom. Okay, I'm going to delete this now. And let's go back to our agenda. So here, blah. So we just covered how to import those Claude marketing skills, okay? We used the writer and grader to analyze photos from my downloads folder and write a social media post about them. We explicitly called the grader so that it would improve the virality of the post. And then we went ahead and posted it to Twitter. Now, the next step we're going to do is really, really easy. We're going to cross-post it to multiple platforms. Okay, so I could have written this in the beginning, but let's just say we were really happy with this post. Now we want to cross-post it to Facebook and LinkedIn as well. Okay. And of course, you can put more platforms than this. In fact, the very first prompt here, I could have said here, post to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, I don't even know what other, Blue Sky, etc. I could have said that all here, and Claude would have figured it out and posted to all of the platforms. And so this is what is super awesome. It makes cross-posting automatically really, really easy across all these platforms. You can even for advanced Cowork users, you can even set up schedules to do this, right? So it's like you don't have to do this manually every time. You can create a skill so personally, I have a cross-post skill in Claude Code, and it knows on this cross-post skill, it's going to post to like 7 platforms, the same post. And it can even transform media. So if I have a TikTok video, it's actually going to transform it into a nicely formatted text post for Substack, a nicely formatted text post for LinkedIn before posting it out, instead of posting the video. You can even have it convert your video into a carousel. Or let's say you have a podcast or a vlog, right? You can take that, repurpose it into content, and then cross-post it to other platforms. There's like so many different things you can do. Okay, so we already viewed it on X. Let's go view it on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. Okay, so here is the Facebook post again. I was wrong about Facebook, embarrassingly wrong, posted just now. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Okay. And here it is on LinkedIn. Boom. I was wrong about Facebook, embarrassingly wrong, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now I'm going to delete this post. Okay, so really, really easy to automate cross-posting. And as I said, there's many things you can do if you are already a content creator, repurposing your existing contents. That was one of the biggest unlocks for me, realizing I don't have to like make brand new contents all the time. I can cross post old videos. I can convert a video into a carousel. I can convert a video into a tweet thread. I can convert a video into a newsletter for Substack. Like there are many different ways you can repurpose and cross post across platforms, which help reduce burnout, right? Because it takes time to create original, fresh content. That is the most time consuming thing. That's your special sauce though, as a creator. So you want to maximize the amount of time you can dedicate to creating high quality original content and reduce the amount of time it takes to do everything else, like repurposing it, cross-posting it, scheduling it to platforms. Okay, now the next use case I'm going to be talking about that I hope will work, I have no idea, I haven't tested this in Claude Cowork, is editing an existing photo and then posting it as an Instagram story. So I know it'll work posting as an Instagram story, that's the Blotato thing. Today we're going to test whether Claude Cowork can edit my selfie. Okay, so let's go to my downloads folder again. So the reason I chose this use case is because so many business owners, I'm just going to block this account and hide this comment. I'm going to block this account. Yeah. Man, I have so many spammers in my live now. That's kind of cool. That means somebody's watching. No, okay. So I'm going to take this selfie photo that I took a few weeks ago hiking, and it's cool. Like I would post this as an Instagram story or even on LinkedIn, but like I'd want to put some kind of text here to drive people to my offer. Like a lot of business owners use Instagram stories for that purpose because Instagram stories are your most dedicated audience, right? Like Instagram stories aren't pushed to you in your feed. A person has to actually click your profile to view your Instagram story, which means just by definition, they're your most highly engaged audience. So what I personally like to do and what many business owners like to do is take, like cool photos of your lifestyle, like not you like pitching hard, but just like kind of like a cool sneak peek of what you're doing in your life. And then they'll add something like DM me this if you want this special offer. So what we're going to try to do is add some text on top here, like right above here, and then post it as an Instagram story. Okay, so edit photo. Okay, I'm gonna go, here's the prompt we're going to use. Add a TikTok style caption to the top of my selfie in the downloads folder, respecting social media safe zones for short form vertical content. This is important so your text is in a good spot, not too high up, not too close to the edge. The caption should take up 2 lines of text. DM me this, get 50% off this. Obviously you can replace that for your own business. Okay. Let's go ahead and type this in Claude Cowork and cross our fingers. Hope it works. Haven't tested this. Let's see. Did I mention I mostly use Claude Code? Every time I'm in Claude Cowork, I'm like, will this work? I don't know. Let's try it out. I do stream on Twitch, so that's sad that it isn't working. I'll have to check that. But I have like no viewers on Twitch, so I literally never check that. I'm just going to check TikTok real quick. Yeah, I should be on Twitch. Okay, I'll check that later. Yeah, so type yes in the comments if you haven't already, if you want this recording on YouTube, from YouTube later. Yes, if you want recording, just type it in the chat. Okay, so let's see what Claude Cowork is actually doing. So it's running a command, it's reading selfie, preview, PNG. Okay, hopefully it works. Okay. And again, for those of you who have like stayed the whole time, just notice what I'm doing is the exact same thing in Cowork. There's only really been minor differences between how we are doing all this in Claude Code versus Claude Cowork. And it's pretty cool because it's like mostly everything you can do in Claude Code, you can also do in Claude Cowork as well. We'll find out if this works though. I haven't tested this one, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. Okay, so here's the prompt. If anyone wants to like follow along and try as well, just take a screenshot of this prompt and then drop it into Cowork. My YouTube channel is just my name, so Sabrina Ramonov. How much money do you earn with AI? I earn a lot of money with AI. Like you would be shocked to know how much money I earn. Ooh, Who's messaging me? I think I saw your TikTok video on how you did this. Oh, this was from the Claude Code version of the tutorial. So yeah, Claude Code wrote this post, by the way. If you were here an hour ago, you saw me post this. I should have been like, comment this to get this guide or whatever. Okay, so let's see. Okay, cool. Whoa, Claude Cowork did something. So it says it caption layered onto the original selfie, safe zone respect, style choices, brutally honest critique of the CTA itself. DME is high effort. Doesn't say what Blotato is. That is a good point. I didn't actually say what Blotato is. Click this link to view the selfie. Okay, I'm just going to pause here real quick because one of the nicest things about Claude Cowork is the visual previews and artifacts as well. This is one of the weaknesses of Claude Code compared to Claude Cowork, right? Like I just clicked on this link and it opened it in this really nice preview on the right side. If you were to do this in Claude Code, it would you would have to have an editor open and then it would open it, but it's just not as like pretty and smooth and streamlined as Cowork. So this is one of the things like visual previews where Claude Cowork is superior to Claude Code in my opinion. Okay, so now we have the selfie, but now with a text on top, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'll say, looks great. Now post on my IG story. Okay, so now Cowork is going to take this selfie that it edited and post it on Instagram as my story. Now, this is just a tiny, tiny snippet of what it can do. Imagine that you have a client with hundreds of photos lying around of their business, of their office or shop, of their products, of themselves, selfies, right? Like you can just take this Google Drive, this dump of photos and assets, and have Claude Code put different promos, different captions on each one and automate an Instagram story every single day, or automate an Instagram post every single day, or automate a LinkedIn post every single day. This is the reason why I wanted to showcase these tutorials, specifically accessing local photos and videos, because a lot of people have hundreds, if not thousands, of photos and videos lying around that they could be using as content. They just don't realize it. Like this selfie, you would think has nothing to do with AI, but it doesn't matter because an Instagram story is like a sneak peek into my real life. So the people who watch my Instagram stories like this kind of stuff, right? And on LinkedIn, selfies still crush. I don't know why, but they do. Like LinkedIn is either super educational or selfies. Like it's just weird. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain the algorithm because I have no idea, but like selfies still crush on LinkedIn. So I could post this on LinkedIn and it would do well. Okay, so now Claude Cowork published my Instagram story. Let's go check it out. Boom. Okay, boom. And here's my story published 36 seconds ago. And let's compare it because the previous story was published with Claude Code. So let's just compare side by side what it looks like. Let me just open it again. So here's Claude Cowork. Here's the Claude Code version. Claude Cowork, Claude Code. Claude Cowork, Claude Code. This has already been seen by thousands of people. Claude Cowork, Claude Code. Like literally basically the same, okay? And that's what I'm trying to get across. Like pretty much everything you could do in Claude Code you can also do in Claude Cowork. There are notable exceptions to this, such as remotion and hyperframe, remotion, things that take like, there's a whole other tutorial on remotion, but it doesn't currently work in Claude Cowork. Yeah, so you have to set up Blotato with Claude Cowork to actually post it. So that's what we covered here in the setup phase, right? Let me move this. So in the setup phase, we covered connecting Blotato to your Claude Cowork, and then it will be able to publish to all social media platforms. Okay, so now we wrapped up use case. Yeah, now we wrapped up this use case where we edited an existing photo and posted it as an Instagram story. But what if you want to create your own AI images, infographics, videos, etc.? Okay, you can do this also within Blotato. So let's go to Blotato real quick. On the left sidebar, click videos. click create new video, and you will see all of these visual templates that are already pre-built. So like I personally like to use this whiteboard infographic for LinkedIn. I think it's great. I like to use this fun manga infographic for announcing my live stream sometimes. And then I also like to use this Instagram carousel slideshow for my faceless Instagram accounts. And this is the one we're going to use today, Instagram carousel slideshow. Okay, so here's the prompts. Scroll down. Okay, really, really simple prompt. Use Blotato Instagram carousel slideshow template to make a carousel on the same topic. This is in quotes because this is the name of the template. Now, you don't actually have to specify a name. If you just say, use Blotato to make a carousel, it's going to try to find a carousel that best matches your content automatically. Okay, but if you want to use a specific template, then you should just put the name of the template, right? So here's the template, Instagram carousel slideshow. If you wanted constellation infographic, you would type that in as a template name. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Now, this one is going to take about 5 minutes because it's actually using Nano Banana 2 to generate the slide for each carousel. And what's really cool is once you generate it, it's ready to go, ready to post. You can post this as a carousel on Instagram, as a slideshow on TikTok, as a carousel on LinkedIn, as a carousel on Pinterest, as a carousel on Facebook, etc. Like you don't have to download the images individually and then post them on your social media app. Like all of this time saving adds up, guys. Like you can make so much content and ensure high quality. Like I said at the beginning, I check every single piece of content before it goes out, and I'm still just doing all of this solo. Okay. So this one will take a while. So I'm just going to, I guess, like answer questions and stuff in the chat. So if anybody has questions, now is a good time to ask while we're waiting for Nano Banana to finish. And also I'm going to drink water. Oh, well, that was too aggressive. Okay. Just spilled water all down my face. Have you figured out how to do video editing? Yeah. I mean, so I have other... It would have been too much to include video editing in this tutorial. But yeah, you can basically make unlimited AI videos for free with Claude. Claude Code, though. So I'll drop some links in the chat. Was that YouTube? So this was actually a different live stream that I did. But let me... Claude, yeah, this one, part 2. This is like a cleaner version of that live stream. So AI editing, editing, unlimited. I'll type this in the YouTube chat here. Okay. Why is this the top chat? Live chat, please. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll type this in the chat as well. So if you're interested in AI editing, generating unlimited videos for free, you'll want to set up Claude Code with Remotion. And that's a whole other tutorial. So that's why I'm just like not doing that right now. But you definitely can. Okay. So again, I'm just showing kind of like the tip of the iceberg here in terms of use cases. There's so many other things you can do with Claude Code and Claude Cowork. Yeah, I just posted the link in the chat, so just take a screenshot of that. Where can I join your class? So you're currently on my live streams. I don't have any other classes or anything like that separate from this. Let me check YouTube for any questions. Oh, hang on. So again, we're just still waiting for Nano Banana to generate the carousel, but you can always preview the status. So if you go to Blotato videos, and then this draft here created 2 minutes ago, this is the one it's currently working on. So it's currently generating the script. Again, this takes a while because like AI is planning each slide of your carousel with the hook, the key points, the CTA, and then it's going to use Nano Banana to generate each slide. Oh, you guys not see the link? So this is for Claude Code plus Remotion. You guys see the link? I don't do coaching or training, but there are many people probably in this chat who do. So you could just ask in this chat, honestly, and I'm sure people will DM you. But don't like spam the chat with your services. Otherwise, I have to block you. Okay, let me go to my live stream. When uploading financial or bank statements, would you recommend not uploading personal info, even if we have the settings for not sharing? I mean, that's more of a personal decision. I mean, like, just keep in mind, like, all the big tech companies have all of your data. So it just depends how personally comfortable you are with it. I personally do not upload my financial data and bank statements to AI, right? Like I just don't do that. However, I still get help from AI for things like taxes. It can look over certain reports and things like that. I'm currently watching your build your first AI agent video and there's no X Twitter template. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean like N8N? Could you please share the Claude Cowork Google Doc? Yeah, this is a slightly different. I mean, it's basically the same one as I literally just cloned the Claude Code one. Here's this one. Why don't I get notifications? And you go, I have no idea, but I go live at the same time. Okay. Do I recommend Robo Nuggets community? Honestly, I do. I think Jay is a really high quality content creator. By Jay, I mean Robo Nuggets. Like he's like his content is just like really well done, original, always insightful. He's always sharing like the latest tools and stuff. And so I'm in his paid community and I really enjoy it. Great people, super supportive and everything as well. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, let's go back to Claude Cowork. Oh, okay, great. The carousel is done. Let me move this here on the left. Oh my God. And again, the nice thing about Cowork is that you can preview the slides, right? Like in Claude Code, you couldn't. So you would kind of have to vibe code your own visual preview thing, right? But Claude Cowork makes this super, super nice and easy. So here's the first preview. I was wrong about Facebook. Boom, second slide, third slide, fourth slide, fifth slide, and sixth slide. Okay, great. So let's say these all look good. Great. Now post on Instagram now. Now we're going to post this carousel on Instagram. Okay. The cool thing with carousels is you can also do all of this with Canva, which I just released a YouTube tutorial on. Like if you have Canva designs ready to go, if you have a Canva brand kit ready to go, you can do all of this same stuff within Claude. You just tell Claude, hey, use Canva to create this carousel and then post it to social media. So it's just really versatile what you can do within Claude or your whatever your AI agent is. If you use anti-gravity, if you use Codex, like it can do all of these things. You just connect it the same way. Why does Claude tell me that I can't connect to Instagram because of the API? That's because you have to like get approval and all of these things for you to actually publish to Instagram. That's why I built my app so that I could easily publish across all platforms. So if you joined late, basically, I talked about my app called Blotato, which is native for AI agents like Claude. And basically, once you set this up with Claude, you can automate all posting to all of your social media platforms. So if you missed that part of the tutorial, that is sad, but you can go to blotato.com. And then once you're in there, go to settings, connect your social accounts here, and then click generate an API key. This is how Claude will talk to your Blotato accounts. And then just follow the instructions for whichever platform you're using. So Claude.ai website, Claude Desktop or Cowork, or Claude Code. What do you give to Claude to make the carousel you just showed? I just gave it literally this prompt. Use Blotato to make use Blotato Instagram carousel slideshow template to make a carousel on the same topic. Now you can get much more granular with this, okay? Like if you want the theme to actually be consistent across slides, you can specify that. I really didn't like specify anything. If you have a particular set of colors for your brand, okay, if you have particular designs you want it to look like, you can specify all of that and Claude will provide a very specific prompt to Blotato to achieve the same design. This was just the most basic prompt because I don't want to overwhelm people. But once you get to this step and it's working, then you can iterate on the quality of your prompt so you can get carousels that look even better. However, this uses Nano Banana too, right? So you can get really, really high quality visuals here. It's just about prompting once you get it working at this step. Okay, so now it posted my carousel to Instagram. Let's click here, view on Instagram. And boom, here's my carousel posted 1 minute ago. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. I'm going to delete this. Okay, I forgot what the last thing was. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that covered it. So just to recap, we just covered creating AI graphics and visuals. You can also create videos in Blotato. So if you go to videos, create new videos, this is one of the templates for video generation, for example, AI video with AI voice. If you have existing videos and you just want to edit them, like add a title, add some subcaptions, remove silence, you can combine clips and apply basic edits. This is another template. So very versatile what you can do, and you can post the carousels and slideshows directly to social media. Now, the last thing I'll show you is how to manage your entire content calendar within Claude Cowork. So there are many things you could do. Let me just close this preview so it's not as distracting. Okay. First, I'm going to say list my upcoming scheduled posts. Now, with Blotato and Claude Cowork, there are 3 ways to schedule posts. So what I've been showing you is publishing posts right now. You can also schedule posts later at a specific date and time. If you want, let's say you have a post, you want to schedule it specifically Tuesday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. You can tell Claude to do that, or you can use next free slot. Now, myself included, and most Blotato users use next free slot. So what does that mean? Let's go to Blotato, go to your calendar, go to weekly schedule, and basically you can set up your slots for all of your social media accounts and the exact times. So this is saying I'm going to post on TikTok at 8:43 a.m. on Sunday. Let's say I want to also post to Twitter at this time slot. Okay, I just added Twitter. If you want to remove it, you can do that as well. If you want to remove this time slot, for example, this one's empty, just click delete slot. But basically you set everything up once. Okay, and then once you have these slots, you just tell Claude, batch all this content and schedule them all on my next free slot. That way it will space everything out. All your posts will go out at the exact time you want them to go out. And you don't have to be like schedule at this time or schedule at that time. Okay, so these are the 3 different ways that you can manage your calendar within Claude. And remember, I asked Claude list my upcoming scheduled posts. It found 46 scheduled posts all between now and Sunday. Okay, and then here's my schedule. You can also do things like delete my scheduled posts. Let's say I just wanted to delete all my scheduled posts for Saturday. I was just testing them out. You can just say delete scheduled posts for Saturday. You can also reschedule a post. So let's reschedule the Saturday 1 p.m. posts to 12:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, and now it's going to reschedule all of these posts 30 minutes earlier. Instead of 1 p.m., it's going to be 12:30 p.m. And then you can also update posts. Let's say you made a mistake. Let's say you have a new promo and you want to add it to your video description. You could say update all my TikTok, IG posts scheduled. So the first line in video description is like, I don't know, like use promo code, what is today? Memorial Day or something. Memorial to get 40% off Blotato. Which Saturday slot? Let's see, 3 posts. So it's just asking for confirmation. So yeah, so you can reschedule posts, see what posts you have coming up. You can update posts in bulk. Okay, so like let's say you want to add this promo code to all of your posts next week. You can just tell Claude to do that, right? This saves you so much time. Like if I had to do this manually, like let's say, oh, I have a new promo code, shoot, I have to update the video descriptions for my 30 posts scheduled in the next 2 days. I'd have to go in there, click each one, add this thing to the top of the caption for each video, reschedule them. Like it's a whole process, right? And so the time savings really come from like saving 10 minutes here, saving 30 minutes here, saving an hour here. It all adds up. This is how I'm able to like scale content creation without hiring a big team, without paying a lot of money. Okay, so cool. And Claude is even telling me this is worse engagement than 1 p.m. But anyway, I did it anyway. And then you can see your entire calendar here. If we go to, where did my calendar go? Oh, hang on. So you can see your like entire calendar coming up here in calendar beta. Okay. I batch content per week. So I would not have content next week yet because I sit down tomorrow and make content for the next week. But you can also see all of your upcoming posts here, right? You can also edit everything here. But a lot of people who set up Claude and Blotato rarely have to like go to this calendar or this interface, okay? Because Claude can manage everything from within Claude Cowork. Okay, more accounts to block. Okay, cool. So I think that covered everything. So I'll just do a recap for YouTube real quick. So just to recap what we covered, we set up Claude Cowork with Blotato that will serve as your AI marketing team. We set up these free Claude marketing skills that are already pre-built and optimized for virality. And then I showed you how to use Claude Cowork to analyze a directory or folder of screenshots and images. It wrote a post based on analyzing those images, and then it applied the viral post grader to improve the post. Okay, then I showed you how to take this post and actually post it to social media. We started with Twitter, and then we automated cross-posting to multiple platforms. We took the same post and then published it to LinkedIn and Facebook as well. I also showed you how to take a photo, for example, a selfie, and have Claude Cowork edit the photo. Like it actually added on top of the photo, DM me this if you want to get this. And then I posted it as an Instagram story. This is one of the most requested use cases by business owners because like people engage with Instagram stories. And then I showed you how to use Blotato to create an Instagram carousel with Nano Banana 2. Notice you didn't have to set up like any other separate Gemini or Nano Banana 2 accounts. It's all included in Blotato. So you can literally just tell Claude, like, go make this carousel or go make this infographic and then publish it to social media. I showed you how to post these carousels directly to social media. And last, we wrapped up with how to manage your entire content calendar within Claude Cowork, including creating the post, rescheduling the post, deleting the post, and telling you what posts you have coming up. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next training. Okay, we're done. The exact time, I start it at 2 p.m. Eastern time every single week. Hang on, I'm going to use this. I'm going to click stop recording. Yay. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining my live stream. I don't know how many people watched both versions, Claude Code and Claude Cowork, but if you did, I hope you can see, like, you can pretty much do almost everything in Claude Cowork that you can do in Claude Code. And in fact, there are pros and cons, in my opinion, for each one. So I think Claude Cowork is better for visualizing stuff, visualizing the assets, because you have the nice preview side by side. I think Claude Code is better for editing text. So I'll use an editor like Emacs or Visual Code Studio with Claude Code, and it's just like way faster for me to edit text, clean things up. Like I said, I approve every single piece of content before it goes out. So I'm not talking here about like 100% automation without human approval. Every single piece of content on my personal brand is approved by me. Now, I have faceless channels where that's not true. I have like laxer guidelines and requirements because it's experimental. But for my personal brand, every single piece of content goes out approved by me. And there's just no way I would have been able to scale to this level without the help of AI helping me to like cross-post across these platforms, helping me research different ideas, helping me automate cross-posting, etc. So yeah, thanks again, everybody, for watching. These tutorials will be up on YouTube probably in 10 days or so. But if you can grab if I put the Google Doc links in the chats, I'll leave this YouTube video unlisted for like the rest of the day, and then I'll make it private. But yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chats. I'm checking YouTube chat right now. So oh, Twitch stream is not working. Okay, I will check the Twitch stream after. I have nobody ever watching me on Twitch, so that platform does not get much love. Oh, actually, let's do a quick vote. I'm very curious, like, what I should talk about next. Let's see. Okay. What do you guys want the next tutorial to be? Should it be like how to use Canva in Claude? How to use Hermes, which is like the new AI agents, like the OpenClaw successor? How to make AI avatars / twins that actually get views? Personal brand, like talking head, like my type of videos on TikTok. I don't even know. There's so many things, like automated carousels. What else? Does anyone have any other site suggestions? Let me hear. Talking Head, Canva. Okay, Talking Head. Okay, let me check YouTube. C, C, D, all of them. A and E. Okay. Yeah, this is spread out all over the place. So, yeah, so that's hard. But I do see a lot of interest in Personal Talking Head and A as well, Canva. So if you haven't seen it already, I do have a Canva tutorial, so it's up now. This one, Claude plus Canva makes 200 posts in 20 minutes. It's very detailed, goes through like exactly everything to do. So it'll walk you through generating a Canva design from scratch, editing the Canva design within Claude, reusing a Canva templates that you like, and Claude will just like populate your templates, how to post it to social media with Blotato, etc. And then common errors as well. So I talk about like if you're having an issue getting Claude and Canva to play well together, what are the most common errors you'll run into? If you follow this 14-minute tutorial, you will be like blown away with what Claude and Canva can do, and then you just automate publishing everything to social media. Like you can basically take any Canva template, like any Canva templates, and then populate it with your content and then post it to social media. And when I say populate with your content, I mean you can also embed your own images and videos into the Canva template and then publish to social media. So I highly recommend checking out this tutorial. If you search my channel, it's just search Claude plus Canva, Sabrina Ramonov. I'll post the YouTube link here if you guys want to check this out. But yeah, I highly recommend this tutorial. And yeah, you can use this even with a free version of Canva. The limitation is that you won't get access to the really nice premium templates, you know. But you can at least try everything out in the flow. And if you want to upgrade to Canva Premium, it's like $10 per month, so not that much. Do marketing for Okay, cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I gotta go eat lunch, and then I'm gonna continue playing video games. So I'm on my video game vacation at the moment. I will leave the YouTube link unlisted for a while, so you can just rewatch this on YouTube if you missed certain parts of it and we're trying to follow along. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. So hope this was helpful. And then next week I won't spam Blotato as much. So I'll try to I'll just do a tutorial on something else. But thank you for watching.